Hey, Loomies. Let me know if you can hear me. I just got started. Hey, Jackson. Hang on a second, buddy. Do, 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 do. There you go. I'm doing pretty good, buddy. Glad to see a few folks stop in. This is just kind of spur of the moment. My dog was leaving me alone until just now when he heard me talking. Now he's in here bothering me again. Hey, stay fishy. All right. This is something else I do in all my spare time. This is a. It's supposed to be, it will be a hover bike. It started out as a Russian fighter jet. And then I just started cutting it apart and adding pieces that just wherever I decided they needed to be. You can see all the different colors, so that means they came from different kits. Hey, ATC, what's up, buddy? But again, I was bored this morning. Should be out fishing somewhere, but I'm not. So I'm going to do this for a little while. Hang on. Let me let this goofy dog back out. Come here. Go. Go. Go, buddy. Go. Sorry about that. He's only been out 5 times this morning. All right, now back to what I was doing. Right now, basically what I'm doing is looking for parts that I can stick somewhere. And to do that, I steal stuff from other kits. Now, this is part of a tank, and those look good right there. So who's fishing today? I know you can't all be sitting here hanging out doing nothing. Hey, Jackson, I appreciate anybody stopping in for a minute. I have to do the same thing. You know, I honestly I follow so many people, and I always want to make sure I give likes out, so and get just a little bit of viewing time for them. I mean, that's what it's all about. So, you know, if you stay, you stay. If you can't, I get it. Oh, let me. It's supposed to start here shortly. Bad storms. They can't make up their mind if they're going to hit or not, but supposedly. Hey, Sky, didn't see you come in, buddy. Hang on a second. Oop, wrong one. Where'd you go? There you are. All right, there you go, buddy. Gave you a wrench so you can feel at home. I don't particularly care for some of these channels that want our support, but then they won't let us support everybody else. So if you come in here and I know your name, you're getting a wrench. Okay, I'll be watching for you. Stay fishy. Like I said, I appreciate anybody that comes by for just a minute or two. You know, uh, that's the only reason. I could have done this without the camera on, but I thought I'd share a little bit. So good luck tomorrow. I just finished my coffee too. I don't have a lot of luck sleeping at night, so I just get up whenever. One of the perks of being retired. The bad part is to be retired, most of us have to be old, and that part sucks. I spent most of the morning looking for crappie rods and never did find one that I wanted. I got about a half a dozen little reels sitting here that need a home. For some reason, I seem to have spent all winter buying stuff, whether I needed it or not. If you're wondering what I'm doing, these pieces have a little ridge on the bottom right here that fit on the other kit to lock them in place. And since this doesn't have them, and I don't feel like making any, I just make a flat bottom and go from there. I think we'll go ahead and okay, I know what we're going to do. Yeah, Jackson, getting old does suck. You know, 10 years ago, I never thought I'd be in the position and the shape I'm in right now. That's for sure. And that can't go there. It's got to go here. Yeah, I never expected to be like I am now. It's not fun. Now we just need to get things parallel so it doesn't look out of place. Oh, hey, Cindy. How you doing? Thanks for coming in for a few minutes. So this was spur of the moment. Otherwise, I would have had it posted up. But for a change, my dog was leaving me alone long enough to do something, which ended pretty much as soon as I started this. I don't know which is more boring for the watchers, this or when I'm drawing. Which I will be doing a live soon, working on a drawing. I don't know if it'll be the turkeys anymore for a while, but I'm going to get something out and draw. Oh, thanks, Lemmy. Yeah, I mean, I know it's pretty popular. I follow some other channels that, like on Instagram and stuff, where people draw live, and you're right, people seem to enjoy it. So, um, where this is going to fit. Nope. So it goes there. The good part about doing these is it doesn't matter really where you put stuff as long as it sort of makes sense. And people's eyes will do a lot of the work for you. They'll go, "Oh, that's cool. That does this or this," and you're like, "Sure, yeah, that's what I meant." And you just keep adding bits and pieces. And I used to compete at this. I was really well known model builder. I retired as a professional model builder, and I competed a lot. I finally, when I got to 100 awards, I quit. I was like, I ain't got anything else to prove. Um, but you see, just add pipes and bits and pieces out of whatever you can find, and there you go. I know some people have a fit if they realize I've got five model kits sitting here that I'm tearing apart just to make this one little piece. But that's okay. Cindy, I think he's been dodging us. Pretty sure. Jackson's been hiding. Excuse me. Let's see anything just I have to have on that. There we go. Yeah, Jackson, you are exactly right. You can't. What we always said is you can't be married to the parts. You know, you can't be scared to jump in there and hack stuff apart. And other people are like, "Oh, you could have built this." Well, yeah, it's been sitting here 10 years. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to build it. Not in the shape it's in, anyway. One thing I'm trying to decide is whether to repurpose one of my other channels that I have, which are dead now because I can't do the same thing on them that I used to do, and start doing a little bit of this on its own channel. Which sounds like a good idea and a bad idea, because then you have more to keep up with, more to do. I guess I could put it in front of the camera so you see what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't like that. And what these little pieces will probably become are landing points for pipes and things like that. They need attachment points. So that's what I'm adding now. There we go. And you see there it's got a little bevel on the front. So we stick that towards the front, kind of match one on the other side, and it's ready to go. It's pollen's horrible here today, guys. That's why I keep hacking and coughing. I have no idea what this little thing is. Oh, knocked the whole thing down. I knew that was coming. All right, well, apparently I didn't need that part because it's now on the floor. Just a second while I see if let this dog back in. Come on, Pup. Come on, Pup. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Told you it was hot out there. All right, go. Be gone. Leave me alone. Go. Shoot. Scat. This, my dog takes his duties really serious. He knows he's here to help take care of me, and sometimes he gets a little too bossy. All right. The biggest thing on this that's giving me fits is trying to build the cockpit. And I keep thinking I've got it figured out, and then I don't. But this is eventually going to be it'll sit over top of this at some point. And have all the gauges, controls inside. But right now it's fighting me. Hey, Nature Nova, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, everything is blooming, Lumi. It's horrible. Where I did live, there were huge pine trees, and it literally turned my truck yellow every day. You go out there and clean it off, and the next day it was just as bad or worse. And of course, couldn't breathe. So anyway, back to this. And y'all help me out, since this is kind of new, doing this with models, is this view okay? You saw Lumi was the guy. Nope. You need to watch some of Lumi's videos. There it is. What do you want, puppy? I'm busy. I'm busy right now. Thank you. You can boot me all you want to. I'm still busy. Nature, what's your subscriber count? And do you have content? That's the two things we like to know. You know, if you have content, a lot of these folks will help you out. They'll subscribe and get you over a certain number. Obviously, I can't go and check your channel right now, but everybody else can. So if anybody does jump over there, let us know. It's like content, number of subscribers. I don't need your help. No, thank you. No, I don't need you booping my arm. All right, back to what I was doing. All right, I like that piece, but I got to find something to hook it to. Just do it that way. Let's see if this will work. I've had this thing so long I can't remember what kind of glue I used for it. This may not work. Oh yeah, I can make that look all right. There we go. And it's just hours and hours of doing this mess. What we got here? Well, Nature, that's because I haven't given you a wrench yet because you're new. And who jumped over there? Lumi says, got some cool content. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Oh, great. I love space and nature. I'm actually a wildlife artist. I'll tell you what. Hang on just a second there, bud. There you go. Now you can connect with anybody you need to here. I said, just be nice. If somebody comes in acting stupid, feel free to get rid of them. You know, my mods are mods all over the place, and so am I. So we kind of look after everybody's channels, which I like that part. I've never figured out, after all these years of doing this, how a part will all of a sudden just start creeping when you glue it. It'll be nice and square and just where you want it, and you look back and it's nowhere near where you had it. Char, you might as well give up. I'm doing something right now. Kudu. You mean the big antelope? Oh, okay, cool. I'll go take a look. I will definitely take a look. You know, it's one thing after all these years I haven't drawn or painted. And I don't know why. They're just so cool. And I spent a long time doing nothing but African animals have no idea why I never did a kudu. No idea. Nature just gotta, if you miss somebody, I guarantee you, if you go through, especially some of the fishing channels, Skipjack Cindy, Stay Fishy, all those, everybody in this list anyway, you will run across somebody you should have subscribed to and didn't. You just catch them then. You can't get everybody at once. Yeah, I will say this though: you're getting some very good, some very good compliments, and on your channel, and that means a lot for me because then I know you should be a pretty good person to talk to and go check their stuff out. Which, and I know some people know, some people don't, but in my position, it means a lot because that's most of my days now is checking out other people's stuff when I should be doing stuff for myself. But again, being old and crippled up, all the people on here keep me entertained and provide me some company during the day. And I'll tell you now, you guys do not know how much that means to me. Sitting around doing nothing most days sucks. Hey TC, I'm trying, buddy. You know what? Years ago, back in the '90s, actually, I was one of the top known artists in the stuff I was working on at the time, and everybody, oh man, you signing autographs. I was at that level. I was in the top 10 in the nation. And it was cool. But then after I got sick, I kind of let everything go, and now I'm spending all my time trying to build up back into the community that I want to. And what was the best thing I've ever built? Man, I couldn't say. I can tell you some of the most interesting. You got to understand, I have built thousands and thousands of models over the years. One of my favorite things to this day was still, I did some life-size, they weren't dinosaurs. One was a Postosuchus, which was a type of early crocodile, and one of the things that it ate called a Placerius. And the Postosuchus was 10 feet long, and the Placerius was 8 feet long. What I retired from, I actually got to do some really cool stuff. I got to build ships that are used by the military, and I was building them for the shipbuilder and the military. So I got to build some really cool stuff. Last one I did was an 8 foot long amphibious assault craft. Hey Randy, what's up, buddy? Hang on. Let me poke your name there. There we go. There you go. Now you got your wrench. Sorry about that. Thanks for stopping in, brother. I really appreciate it. I mean, I know people come and go on these things like I do. I'm not going to say that I sit and watch everybody's feed the whole time because, I got other people I need to support. But man, every second y'all are here means so much to me. Again, if nothing else, I got people to talk to for a few minutes. And I certainly appreciate that. How does that need to go on there? No, 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 no. And with any kind of luck, I'm actually going to do a fishing live sometime this coming week. But then again, they're calling for rain 5 out of 7 days, including severe tornadoes at times, which I don't know if anybody has kept up with it, but Missouri and Kentucky, um, they lost almost 40 people the other night to tornadoes. So, yeah, not good. And I have already been in some tornadoes, and they're not as much fun as you would think. The closest I've been to one was 60 feet at 2 o'clock in the morning. And the reason I know it was 60 feet is because it came down right at the end of my driveway and then proceeded up the street. Oh, you're living in England now? Cool. I don't know. There's a lot going on right now in England, Ireland, well, all over Europe right now, and it's headed our way. I guarantee it, because our politicians are idiots. But we don't talk politics here. We don't do religion. We don't do politics. That's just part of the rules. So, and again, please, anybody still in here, if you're going live, or post your links to your channels, whatever y'all want to do, you know how it works. I don't have a Nightbot set up. I have no earthly idea how to do it yet. What are you doing it? Three. What are you doing at 3:30? Knowing me, 3:30 in the morning, I'll be awake chasing the pain, because that's about when it wakes me up every night. As yeah, I have a little issue with pain daily, and it for some reason it really only hits at night after I've laid down, but it's not fun. Yeah, but nature, that's 3:30 this afternoon. Oh, okay. Well, hey, nature, that's not bad. That's only what, about 8:30 or so your time at night. There's a lot of people. I've seen several others going live around 3 or 3:30, but that doesn't keep me from jumping between everybody. All right, back to what I was doing. I like doing these because you can take things out of context, and if you're not if you're not in the model building community, we have people called rivet counters, which means every little thing has to be exactly correct. I'm not that. I build some of these because it drives those people nuts, which that suits me just fine. Yeah, they, they just absolutely lose their tiny little minds when something isn't the exact shade of a paint color or whatever, which is just stupid. You know, paint changes colors as it ages. They do the same thing with uniforms and just everything. So finding a way to torture those people is part of the reason I do these. Who else came in? There's more folks in here now. Who'd I miss? So 1 hour. No, well, no. 1 hour away. Oh, is it? Wait, it's 17:38 where you are, nature? Okay. No, I don't even know what time it is right now. I thought we were only about 5 hours apart. Somebody else will have to do the math. I don't know. Like I said, well, I don't know. What time is it? Somebody tell me what time it is on the East Coast. 40. You're on the West Coast, though, right, Randy? You're on Pacific time. So, hey, Empty Pan. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so 12:40 Eastern. So, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours there, nature. That's not one, three. So yeah, it might be getting a little late for you. And Pan, I've never met you before. Uh, most of the people in here are actually from the fishing community, and I can't run over and check your channel right now, but maybe somebody else will help us out. Do you have content? Oh, do you? Oh yeah. Oh well. Okay. All right. You just proved yourself just with that one comment. Oh, I love that. It actually tickles me to give people wrenches. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, Japan's good. Oh, ATC. Oh, okay. Well, man, I would have wrenched him up, but he never says anything. I'd never didn't realize he was stopping in. As soon as he said turkeys, I knew he was. So, all right, bud, just whenever. But hey, yeah, that's how your community grows, right there. But you can't grow it. You can't. I can't go back and follow anybody if they don't tell me they're here. Hey, Denny, hang on a second, bud. There you go, buddy. How you doing? Welcome to one of the most boring live streams you'll ever see. Much like watching paint dry. Let's see where I need something else. I wonder. Do that. Nope, it gets in the way. Can't see what I'm doing. Where are my tweezers? Oh, there they are. You can tell I'm so organized. A clean desk is the sign of a sick mind. There we go. No, no, no. Go away. No, that's not gonna work. You gotta take that off. All right, trolling for lake trout. We don't. I think we got one lake that's got those here. I wouldn't mind catching one. That's like a muskie. There's a river not too far from me that is where everybody goes here to catch muskie. And unfortunately, I don't have a boat anymore, so I can't go down there and fish it. the way you need to for muskie, but I would love to catch one of those things. And a pike. Never caught a pike. And I tried up in Michigan repeatedly. Never could catch one. Caught a lot of bullheads and things like that in Michigan when I was a kid, though. In case you wonder, my mom's from southeastern part of Michigan, down around Erie and LaSalle. Apparently a huge bunch of family right in there, which I wouldn't recognize if they walked up to me right now. Found another problem. And if you wonder what I'm doing when I do that, is I take off a fraction of a millimeter of something because it's the wrong angle at the end of it or stuff like that, which is sometimes you just have to do like this and get stuff out of your way. Keep putting glue on here, there's not going to be anything left. It's going to melt it all. There we go. I think we can live with that. All right. Give that a second. I thought I have more of you. You know what, Nature? People here told me when I first started doing this back to post lots of shorts, and honestly, they got my, not necessarily the time up, but they definitely got the views up, which, I mean, I haven't gotten that many in the last year because I was sick, but they were correct. Do some shorts about a little bit of anything, and your viewers will go up, your subs will go up. There's no downside to it that I can think of, is there? You don't have a sticker. Hey, you big time if you got stickers already. Oh, wait, I missed something here. Oh, Denny? Actually, it's a hover bike that I'm stealing parts from all kinds of other stuff. And you're right, it started out as an Su-26 Soviet jet. Of course, there's the back of the motor, which I've modified. The inside of that, where you see the little nozzle, is actually the wheel, half of a wheel off of a tank. Then stuff like this little piece here came from a tank, and that's just the barrel of an M60, or I'm sorry, an M2 machine gun. I just whacked the machine gun into pieces, and believe it or not, now that has a different shape and you can take it out of context, I'll use that for something later. But yeah, the green things are tank parts, like this piece, this gun I built. That's actually I think that's a drive shaft or something. And then I added this little piece at the back. This is the jet's ejection seat, but I flipped it over, put the bottom. This is the back. Now it's the bottom, and then this piece up here is a seat out of I think that's out of an APC, like a M113. And then there's part of a gun mantlet off of a Jeep. But it doesn't matter. I mean, you just grab stuff, glue it on, and then you glue other stuff on until it looks the way you want to. But yeah, these were reversed. This actually was the back of the jet, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, these went here, but they're reversed, so they're facing the wrong way as far as being a jet goes. But yeah, that's, you just kind of make it look just you want it familiar, but you don't want it to look exactly like what you started with. So you just keep gluing crap on it until it looks different. Yeah, Danny. Yeah, this is called kit bashing. There's scratch building, which you would be absolutely right. A scratch built kit doesn't exist. You build everything from scratch. You build every piece and part pretty much. This one's just stealing parts from other stuff and trying to make it look like what's in your head. But I have built things that, well, we made the parts in the shop, but I've built 25-foot dinosaurs. I've built you know 4, 6, 8-foot ships. Just you name it. Just over the years, I've done all kinds of stuff in all kinds of sizes, from literally this big little miniatures to, like I said, the 25-foot dinosaur was the biggest thing I worked on as far as models. And I've actually got a life-size Velociraptor here too. It's old science, but I've still got one. It's 6 feet long and about 3 feet tall. Oh, Nova had to leave us. I'm sorry, I missed that part. Well, it's good having them come in. Maybe they'll drop back in sometime. Oh, I've been on. Yeah, I'm only going to stay on probably about another 15 minutes, and that'll be enough for this morning. My joints and back and all can't handle much anymore, which sucks. And that's one reason I don't fish more, is it's really difficult for me to even get out anymore and do stuff like that. And that's the part I never expected. Not when you've had a life of being busy and being outdoors all the time, doing heavy work, never thinking about it. And now I most certainly do think about it, because everything hurts. And I don't need this right now, but I will. And this is what I'm saying. When I need parts and they happen to live on another part, just cut it away, set it aside. But this is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Probably not where you can see it anyway. But this is actually a little panel that has dials and everything on it. This was the inside of the cockpit of the original jet that I'm going to steal, and I've got a couple of them here somewhere. But anyway, they'll become the future cockpit. And for the people that aren't model builders, which I imagine most of you aren't, this is called photo etch brass. And this is detail parts, or like if you got a model it's a good model, but it needs upgrades, you buy stuff like this, specific to the model. And here's an example right here. This was actually, you can see it's tiny little screens and fans and vents and stuff like that. That'll be for a specific model. And then you can go and cut away the plastic and replace it with that stuff. And some of that gets expensive. But luckily for me, I have 2 sponsors for some of this stuff. So I still get some of it sent to me. Not because they're sponsors necessarily, but because they're friends of mine. And one happens to own a hobby shop. I'll eat these later. What time is it? Listen, people, you know what? I'm gonna shut it down just a little bit early, and I hate to. 10 people sitting here right now. I'm happy with 5 or 6, if that. But my back's starting to hurt. You can probably hear it in my voice. So before it gets really bad, I'm gonna shut it down. But I'll run across everybody here online somewhere today, and I'll probably go back online later today, and I'll be working on drawing again. But I said I hate to shut it down, but my back is just, I can feel it coming. Oh yeah, and like I said, you know, we see each other all day and all night on somebody's channel, and but I really appreciate it. Like I said, this was spur of the moment, and I just wanted to get another live out. I hadn't done one in a week or so because of health stuff. You know what, Cindy? I appreciate it, but dear, I'd never feel better really. I've just got too many health issues. So it is what it is. I try to do what I can. But thanks again, and like I said, I'll be doing another live before too much longer. Probably, like I said, sometime this afternoon. I'm planning on doing drawings. So everybody have a great day. Thanks for stopping in, and like I said, I'll catch y'all in a little while on somebody's channel. Thanks again.